Instead of a tiny little function that might be thousands of lines away from the place that calls it, this for each will be a lot more readable if you use a lambda. Here's the start of that call again, setting up the vector, and I'm omitting the part where we magically put values into the vector. But now in the for each, instead of calling that print function by name, we can just put the body of the print function in here as a lambda. The first parameter and the second parameter to the for each call are the same as before, iterators to the beginning and past the end of our vector. The third parameter, instead of just being the name of the function that you want to call on each element of the vector, is in fact the operation that you want to do to each element of the vector. I'm going to go through the syntax of lambdas in quite a bit of detail, but just to see the basic parts, you have the beginning and end square bracket, which I generally tell people means, hi, I'm a lambda. Then in round brackets, you have the parameter that the lambda takes, in this case an integer. Then in brace brackets, you have the body of the lambda, which is, in our case, the body of the old tiny function. So that whole line is the third parameter to the function call. Then we have the close bracket semicolon because we finished calling the function. So the lambda is right in place. You can easily see what it does. You don't have to come up with a name for it that's different from the name for some other tiny function that you've used before. Your code becomes more readable. It's also quicker to write.